We're going to go back and set this experience back to ×1 now that we're done with the night wave. Welcome back. Tran plays Night of the Dead. It is now day 8, and we're going to head on to the next story mission, even though it is still dark, so that we can get the most time available for our campaign. I guess I didn't really need to carry these, but I can equip them right now to give myself a little bit of extra speed. We can see on the compass, if you look at the top of the screen, we're heading towards the book icon that tells me that it's our mission objective. So let's go and disable that entirely, so we can look at just the main quest. Open the map. Alright, so just down the road. If we cut through this house right here, we should be immediately onto a road. Oh yeah, we did get a level from that mission, or the Wave Knight. I want attention. That's true in more than ways than one. My teammate needs vitality. There we go. Well, I don't know what we'll be facing, but I brought an entire stack of arrows, 3 stacks of bullets, and half a stack of repair kits. As well as an entire stack of food.
Be careful. If you turn into a zombie, I'm leaving you behind. A bigger challenge awaits.
Let's go and exchange, and I'll take my 2-handed sword back.
Something's going to happen.
I was waiting for whatever female zombie was screaming at us to catch up, but maybe that was her right there. I don't know, but they're always very loud. And they were screaming at us back there next to the white car. Oh, it's a student zombie. I need to kill that. You see someone that way? I don't see anyone, but you're in fighting pose. Let's try to back away until they leave us alone.
It's brighter now.
Is this it? Yeah, must be. I was not expecting this for a military base. That's music means that zombie's aware of us and is trying to lock on our location. I don't see any movement in the distance though. Some flickering of green that way as if a spitter is trying to reach us. What? That's weak. Really? Fine. I guess we can look at the... No, it's fine. I wanted to make this a story-based episode, so we'll tune back in when it's daytime. It is now 6 a.m. Let's check this place out. We'll put on our gear. We brought in some coins this time.
Show me the equipment too.
Because I do remember Walter Wagner saying that he'll trade with us. We do have a quest to use a mechanical equipment repair kit. When I say equipment, I meant money. This, I actually bought a pack of 6 for like $5. That's a much better deal than buying those skins for 50 or a book for 50 or something like that. So that was a really good deal. That's the normal price, by the way, without a discount. I can't believe that this quest is time limited. There's no reason for it to be. I wonder if the other quests were time limited too. Apparently we can craft on this thing. As increase the productivity, you can earn higher tier of unique equipment. Okay. I actually have a lot of nutcrackers. Apply skin. Okay, yeah, that's just the same menu we get when we... For me, I believe it's F1 now. I don't remember what the default key is. I think it might have been tab.
Are you trying to survive here too?
Okay. Didn't startle me, but that did catch me off guard. I was not expecting anybody to start talking. Apparently you are a person I can recruit. I wonder if you have already been spawned and I can change your stats. If so, I might have to redo the past day. Let's see what your stats are. We'll make a quick save now.
Is there no space for me to fit in?
Well, we're going to temporarily dismiss you, because I just need to see what your stats are. So, order, release. We're not going to keep this. We're going to load it, but I want to see...
Let's go our separate ways then.
If this is somebody worth keeping.
All right, let's do this.
So if we take a look at your stats. Now, you are level 1. You're a civil servant. And... Bad equipment drop rate, bad...
Let's take it easy.
Dude, shut up!
I'll do whatever it takes to survive.
I don't know what I would necessarily use him for. Perhaps scavenging. At level 50 would get another teammate, but he's not a particularly good one, and I may have to load to see what... if I can get him to spawn with a different set of equipment. So let's try loading at the beginning of the day and seeing if that would work. We'll load the previous day.
Are you trying to survive?
It is Daphne.
Too?
Okay. That's interesting. Because we weren't anywhere near it. And this is the same playthrough that generated Wesley. Now, yes, it is earlier. Which means that we can change the survivor if we're not particularly happy. Alright, I'm okay with this idea. I don't need to test the next load, which would have been loading the day 8, hour 6. And seeing if we get Wesley a second time. And since I'm not likely to get level 50 in a single day, I don't really care who it is. I just need to know that when we do drop by, we get a good NPC.
Are you trying to survive here too?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Wesley. But I would say that they'll be 50 levels lower than me, since we can only recruit a third person to our team. Grace being our second. Once we have reached 50, and he recruits at level 1.
I need coffee in the morning to wake up my brain.
Okay, so he gives us specific quests, and then we accept it, and we... Okay, so I could turn in my rabbit foot, and we can get a different variant of it. Interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, I really like my rabbit foot. I did level up to 3, but it is actually on the low range on equipment drop rate. You'll notice that it says at the lowest part of it, where the lowest red says equipment drop rate upon zombie kill, 66%. That bracket next to it suggests that I could go up, I could get double that. So yeah, let's try this. Let's turn it in and see what happens. If I don't like it, I can just...
zombie noises last night too.
I can just load. So we'll go and accept this.
Passing off his work on to others.
And then we'll click this, and Grace is right. %. Interesting. And it's got a 21% critical rate. So I've gotten an extra 50% equipment drop rate out of that. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to farm this for a little bit, and loading takes a while, but we're going to save this as mutated rabbit foot 95. I don't think I can use a percent because I'm pretty sure that's an invalid character name for a file structure. So we're going to just say 95p. And we'll try turning in a few of these.
We must always be on guard.
Alright, you can't highlight it and see what the actual stats are, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that it does have stats generated. We'll complete it. Yeah, it's 2195 again. Alright, that's fine. Even though it is a waste that I spent 3 upgrade, we'll say tape and whatever else necessary to get it to +3, that I spent those resources and get it to +21% and +95. It is a way to look at it. Alright, so I kill these things, I can get some money. 45 north, 164, 90. I think better information would be how far this is. So we are on the map. What is this? Main store. Okay. Guard water. Oh, that's his name. Guard water. I was going to say, you want me to guard him? So this is coordinates 46, 165.
Staying on Andorna Island for too long is dangerous.
Okay, so these are fairly nearby. And I don't know if there's a limit per day. So we're going to go ahead and say, kill 5 harpoon hunters. Can I just accept more?
Please don't make me the only survivor on this island.
Okay. Up to a maximum 4 at a time. Makes sense. $44, 66, 165, 3. 44. Wow, okay. So around. Oh, it is on my map. Okay. Right, let's hit the main story section, and we'll kill those guys next time we're in town. Also, I should put the knife back in my slot.
Hey, if you ask me about cooking...
That's him telling me that I'm near a pre-allocated or pre-fabricated book. Fabricate is not really the right word, but placed, I guess. Oh, and I was right. There was a green spitter zombie a long time ago in that direction that I was eyeing. Not that is a big deal. It's just good to know that things you see from far away are accurate to the eye. Kind of like in Pal World. You can see effigies from miles away. Now, I have been encountering tougher zombies. I don't know if it's because it's day 8 or because we're just moving further from the town. Yeah, there's no reason he should be able to kick me, or slice me when I'm doing my drop kick attack on him. I should immediately have the edge on that attack.
It seems we've arrived at the military base. We need to find Lieutenant Colonel Victor and inquire about the last known location of the mutant substance. It's questionable whether he'll be receptive to our questions. We should start looking for places where Lieutenant Colonel Victor might be. Our answers are likely there.
This might have a lot of bullets in it, if it's like the one in the city. Yeah, look at that. Worth the alarm, which generates about 3 zombies. I wonder if I could search that. First, let's clear the zombie nearby. He roared, I wasn't sure he was going to do anything. Nice. I like seeing little clusters of zombies. Because individually, of course, zombies not going to be a threat, not even in zombie media. There's one there. Alright, so I wanted to try. Yeah, I can search this. Can't drive it, but I can search it. What do we got? More bullets. You want me to enter this building? Search the military for the mutated substance. Open the door, move with torture chamber. Oh, I didn't bring the card. I think I need to go back and get the card. If that's the case, of course, I'll just cut out me running back for it. Maybe we'll be lucky and find a card here. Well, if nothing else, I can take this opportunity to carry some stuff home.
Show me the equipment, too.
And since the survivor quests were specifically part of a function of the main quest direction, we might as well tackle the albino mutants in town when we head back on camera. But moving forward, we probably won't show survivor quests. Know that I'll likely be doing them on the regular. So if you'll see something like S survivor quest on the side, you can just pretty much ignore those visually as a watcher or viewer. Yeah, I don't have an access card right now. That way you'd have to think like, oh, I never got to see you do X. It's like, that's just something I do on the side. Like the harpoon hunters. They're going to be around. It's just not necessary to find 5 of them at this moment. Man, there is a lot of equipment here. Makes absolute sense, and I'm glad the game treats it as such. Though the bows aren't really what I would expect to see in an army base.
Shall we take a breather for a moment? Nice. Look at all those coils. I just kicked the monitor. But something appeared in my inventory when I did. Hold on, let's try kicking this monitor. That may have just been the item I picked up over there. All I saw was something fade out. I guess I just broke some iron plate or whatever these monitors count as. I know that the electronic device. Oh, yeah, this iron plate was right. Unfortunately, kicking it open does not get you this stuff. Not even on the floor. That's a tall table. Look at this, it goes up to your neck, and I'm standing. What kind of work environment do these developers work in? Is that how large their cubicles are? Yeah, with me having turned off friendly fire, I can actually have 2 teammates be in melee. I had wondered about that at the beginning of the game when I hadn't changed some of the game settings, and at the time, normal mode was friendly fire on. According to the patch notes, they have disabled that, and friendly fire by default is off. Not that I've started a new game or anything, but that's what I have inferred from the notes. But yeah, I was wondering, like, I probably will never have 2 melee guys. That must have been a bird. I was listening for it to maybe be one of those drones. Yeah, I didn't need Walter's ID, but I do need an ID. That's totally not the economical way to attack, but it's just funny. I never got tired of doing drop kicks and dying light. And it was also effective. Was that a stone thrower walking on the plane?
Seems like there's
Her voice is the masculine version, and some of the male, what I think are male prisoners, sound like the female version, so hopefully the game works on that. Where are these other guys coming from? There's another one over there. Looks like a stone thrower because he's got his arm up near his shoulder.
looks like our training is paying off.
No, don't walk too far so she can actually do that one. Alright, fine, I'll do it. Nope. Oh, geez, I ended up picking it? Hold on, E's probably always attack. It's just, again, this is what happens when you play too many different games. Yeah, I should have been hitting F on it. Alright, well, I broke an ammo box. We'll just consider it even for me having triple drops. And there's nothing up here, right? Like, no hidden supplies or anything. This is not 7 Days to Die where there's a loot room at the end on every building. I like it. I understand it's probably a contested idea for people. Like, well, they want it to be a survival game and not, say, a dungeon Diablo-esque game, but it gives a point to actually exploring houses. If I were to stumble across another town, if the tier loot is the same as this, what I've got right now, I would just skip over the town. It wouldn't be worth my time. Now, if it's tier 3 or higher, then sure, we'll use it. But right now, I've got pretty much all the tier 2 armor I could ever use. Picked up something, but hope it didn't look like it was any of the things I didn't want her to have. There you are. Where did you come from? No, seriously. This... What, are you, like, scripted to attack me? Because this was nowhere near where we hadn't been before. We'll take that. So what I did was kind of stack our gear together. There's a motel in the distance. Not terribly worried about that. But we are full now. So let's head back, deal with the albino mutants, and bring a card. Alright, we're back in town, and we're approaching the first albino zombie location, which are zombies we've apparently fought before. So just... Wait, why didn't... Oh, if I show up my map. There we go. I was gonna say, why doesn't it show me what they look like? Yeah, that's what these guys are called. Albino zombies. That's better than what I normally call them, or... Not that I talk about the game to anybody, but if I were talking about them, I probably would have identified them as naked zombies. That was more of a distinguishing feature to me than them being albino. Which one's the... Yeah, we should hit this one first in this direction. I can barely see it underneath the crystal, but if you look at the compass real carefully, I'm locked right on it. As a player, there's no lock-on feature in the game. So yeah, we fought these things before. I was going to unload my SMG on it, because I wanted to use the repair kit to get one endurance. So he's on the next floor. Yeah, I see him in the window. He's coming down. That's nice.
Feels like someone's watching us. Dangerous.
Oh, he is worth 10 XP, actually. Now, there was a screaming zombie at the top of this building, I think, but there was no way up, so I think he's just on the building. At some point when I was putting lamps on stuff, I saw him again, so he was still up there.
My bag is full.
What happened to it when you tried picking it up? I think it just probably vaporized when you tried picking it up and I filled you up with the boots. That's fine, because that was a blue, and I at least picked up the yellow. She's got her sword. That's good. She didn't drop it or anything. So these are the four important things, really. Nothing has really been lost. We want her to have one item, one inventory space open. Because I did have an issue where she just sort of ate her weapon when she had a full inventory. And it wasn't that she had a full inventory and then lost, like, didn't have anywhere to put her weapon. No, she had a full inventory before battle began. And then when battle ended, she had a slot open. She'd never put her weapon back. She probably just didn't know what to do with it. But yeah, I guess we just lost a piece of equipment there. But that's okay. I don't think it was going to be something amazing. It's not great. I mean, I would have liked it to recycle, but it's fine. We're home with a bunch of goods. So if the developers are watching, that would be a bug I would like fixed. For a second there, I thought my base was empty of stuff, like a zombie had entered it and destroyed everything. But no, I moved everything. And just forget that I've done that. Okay. I can hear the zombie is chasing you music. I mean, they haven't actively spotted us, but they're homing in on location.
I feel like I'm going crazy from being in the shelter for too long.
Let's go and turn these in. I guess I don't really need to save because it's already determined at the beginning of the day. Not that we have completed these two random unique ones. So we'll go and complete that, get our money. And he's drawn new ones. We didn't get another military base access card. Oh, if we turn in 2 soldier heads. I'm not going to do that. I mean, not that I really want to carry the heads around or leave them in my chest. They're not hurting anything at the moment, and it's just a military base access card. If it was something like the skin for gear, I could think about it, but we have like 6. Okay, that's cool. We don't have a devastation yet, or the Victor formal gloves. So let's go and accept that one, and
off his work onto others.
I guess we're done. I imagine if we accept this and abandon it, it's still going to be this quest, because we can see that although we've accepted this, it hasn't cycled it out. So this will be our remaining 3 quests for the day, and we might not even complete it in a day. I don't know if I'm going to find 4 more harpoon hunters, and for me to find 20 husbands and wives, I'm probably just going to kill them during Horde Night. Back that arrow. You can hold on to the money. Okay, I guess we're good. Yeah, I thought they might be right outside the door because we were in there for a little bit. Not too long, but we were in there for a while the music's been going. I did also forget to upgrade my knife while I was back in the base. That would have been nice if I did that. Well, I guess these zombies will likely catch up to us when we're in the torture room, as the game calls it. I get 5 experience for killing a bunny. Keep looking behind me because I'm expecting to see them. But I'm sure I'll hear them before I see them. Especially if it's the female zombie. Those are very loud. We can search that side. We'll see if we have inventory space afterwards.
See? It's nice
Save.
when it's bright, isn't it?
Day 8, hour 8. Do we still have it? No, it's gone when we use it.
Seems like there's...
An interrogation? Quite a peculiar taste. Oh, this swarming with zombies. Sadly, our plans at first kind of looked at things rather bleak. And there's something off about it. Things like zombies producing.
I wonder if I close this door. No, I can't. I was gonna say maybe maybe the zombies could never chase me, but I also wondered if maybe I would end up. There's my teammate. She must have warped up there. Anyways, yeah, I wondered if I also end up locking myself in. Oh, I was not ready for that. Actually, that did kind of startle me a little bit. I'm mashing F, but even though it shows F fine on it, it's too far. Oh, come on. Okay, this works.
Seems like we've gathered a lot of equipment.
Grace. Okay, Grace. I don't really have a leg to stand on saying, like, you should know better, but it would be nice if you did. Proceed with quest, hand over the mutated material. Kill mutated Victor Stray. Oh, he has a gun? I didn't even know that when I was attacking him earlier. Or maybe they randomly equipped with things.
They should drop some good equipment, right?
Unfortunately, she got the killing blow on it. That's okay, though. Like this one, I'm trying to look to see if he has a gun. Yeah, he has got a gun. You stay there for a minute while I look around the rest of this room. And you can search a gurney. Is that what they're called? Thought I saw a command show up, but maybe when I was looking at the door. Alright, let's do I have anything to heal myself with? Gunner trophy. I do not have anything to heal myself with. And I don't think I have any resources to build. Yeah, none of this stuff. Well, I guess if I run upstairs and cut something up real quick. I thought she was missing an arm for a second. Let me cut down some leaves real fast. Okay, I guess it's like a instance dungeon or something. That's why she warps immediately. 'Cause she's in stop mode. She shouldn't be warping. We can use this machete real quick. Let me get some leaves and I can heal myself up just by resting. Is this a gun store? I don't think I really need to flag it because my base is nowhere near here. There are other gun stores that are closer. I don't think I'm going to run out here for discounts. Unless I really need to buy something like 700 won worth of bullets. Alright, I'm sure that's enough. Build. Sleeping bag. Well, no, that's going to set a spawn point. I guess that's good. Okay, I don't really plan on dying, so it's fine. We'll just rest for a minute.
Be careful.
Leave that here for when we're done fighting this Victor strain. Oh, come on. Come on, Grace. Please get off that. Is that him? Come closer. Come closer. Get off of that, Grace. Just move. Yes, just stand there. That's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I want from you. she got knocked off of it. That counts. Okay, stay there for a second. That's stupid, Grace. I should build like another one down here, but I don't have the cloth. If I run back up, we have to start over with you. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to hand you a gun. You take this pistol, which is in perfect condition. Because as far as I know, they don't use durability. And I do want to wear down my gun more, and then use the repair kit on it. Take all of the handgun ammo. I don't have any painkillers or anything to give to you at the moment. Take this. Unfortunately, I don't think I can load the gun for her because ammo carried is separate from ammo in the weapon. So I think she'll just have to load it on her own. Also, while we're at it, I'm going to go and take your two-handed sword. So you're more likely to use a shield if it comes up. And we'll start. Let's go and undo that. Oh, I can also prefer range combat. I've never set that before. You want to load your gun or anything? Okay. I wasn't expecting him to charge at me. I thought we were going to have a shootout. For a second I thought zombies were entering the room as well.
We might be able to find valuable information or items on the corpse of a Lieutenant Colonel Victor. Search through that grotesque body.
Warning, the content of this document must be maintained as top secret. Mutant substance, recipient Lieutenant Colonel Victor. Confidential, biological laboratory of theater. Quantity 1 preserved, and the movement of the substance should be as discreet as possible.
Regrettably, the mutant substance isn't here. However, we've discovered an important clue in the ledger. It lists places where Victor shared secrets with his allies, and the last place noted is a theatre. We need to follow Lieutenant Colonel Victor by going east of Andorma to the theatre.
Trying to look around the room here, so you stay put for a second. Guess we'll take my gun back. Your two-hander back. I'll take the bullets back. Access card fragment 1. What was the unique item I got? Was it another? No, I found this in the storage bin, didn't I? Equipment locker. Was it a depletion? I don't know if I found anything. It may have been this. Was this the unique item? Maybe it was depletion. Maybe it was a depletion because I think she ran over and picked it up. Okay. Oh, we didn't really find much. We didn't really find anything of value here. Like no amazing gun or anything. That's lame. You would think that this dude would drop a good gun given that he's a gun battle. Come on, I was hitting F. Can I open this door? Yeah. I saw this door. I wondered if it was the only way out. Doesn't look like I can... Oh, there's a thing. I almost walked on that one. That's the first one I didn't walk on, I think. I think I've otherwise triggered probably every single other spike trap that's in this place. I'm assuming. No, that's just debris. I still see mutated Victor strain, so I don't know if that means he's going to get back up. That door closed. Is this going to be like the Resident Evil laser chamber or something? Alright, well, she'll just warp back up to me, I guess. I heard growling, though. You would think I was detecting some zombies near me. Okay, I thought she was a zombie at first. I was about to start swinging. Well, that was not a great loot from this place. I mean, I like that I got a nutcracker, but that's about it. I might load and try this dungeon again and see if we get something better. Apparently, I would need another access card to do it again. Maybe it respawns everything? You know what? This is a multiplayer style game. It probably does respawn everything. That bird's loud. So I bet if I brought another access card, I could actually do the whole dungeon and get all the loot again. Well, let's check out this. Move to the theater. 47, 44, 167, 15. It's probably easier just to look at the dot. Yeah, that's okay. Let's real quick glance over here. These might not be searchable. No, they are.
Be careful. Time to take a break now.
What do you got for me? Anything? Edit it out as me juggling my inventory to get the last of the items, but know that I did take everything. Did I search this vehicle? This is probably the good loot right here, comparatively. Yeah, look at that. Well, if zombies ever wanted to munch our brains, this is the time. Not a single being showed up, but they probably all spawned on the other side of that wall. Got that? And get it. Yeah, those jeeps are the best loot here out of everything we found. I have actually been able to kill a bunny with a melee weapon before. Nothing special happens. And with this, the base has been completely looted. It's further to the northeast, but we are completely loaded up on items. So let's drop off our stuff, and I will see you when we get back. Alright, we are in an impromptu base. I just needed a place to stash my goods, because we leave the dungeon full of treasure, and we needed somewhere to put everything. It's on top of the hangar, where the airplanes are, and this building in front of us is where the dungeon is. I don't know if I can actually build a chair inside the dungeon, but we can give it a shot. We also unlocked a lot of new things, which we'll hit when we get to the building segment of the game. We're building forbidden area. Alright. I guess not. I'm just getting mauled here. I'm not bringing my teammate so I can get the full equipment find bonus. Look at my health already. I've taken so much damage. Oh, come on. I was trying to go around the sawmill. What do we get? Not much this time. So let's head upstairs real quick. I think the thing should still be... Yeah. As long as we haven't defeated the boss, the door will still stay open. Any zombies chasing after me will probably choose to just smash up the chair, because they're very uncivilized that way. Let's head back in. Bunch of recyclable materials. He does better than my teammate does dodging the saw blade. There's 2 more rooms over there, but we're not going to worry about that at this moment. We're going to go and take out this guy, and if he drops good loot, then we'll clear out the rest of the dungeon. These barrels don't actually do a lot of damage to him. It does about a bullet's worth of damage. He doesn't take any damage until he finishes rising from the chair. He certainly won't if I enter battle with 0 bullets. Trying to keep an eye on his hit points so I can kill him with this. Let's see what we got. On this run, we found another depletion. It's not particularly noteworthy. We found some Victor's hat, about 3 copies of it so far. Victor's uniform, Victor's shoes. On my second run at this, but I didn't keep the save because of my 3rd attempt at this, I found better loot. We found Victor's medals. So I don't have that in my stockpile at the moment. But I have the helmet, the tunic, and the shoes. We still haven't found Victor's gloves, which I believe was one of the quests that we could take with Wagner in order to replace the gloves if we wanted to try to draw for a better one. So I still need the gloves and the medal, which is accessory. I don't know if there's a belt and a pauldron for him yet, or a weapon. He has dropped a vital stinger, but just as he's dropped a depletion, it may not really mean anything. This run we won't keep, but I will do this for a while until we either run out of cards or until we're ready to record the next segment, which is the Where To Next mission. That might also take place on day 9 because it is also hour 17 at the moment, but we might have the time. We're back at base waiting for nightfall, midnightfall, and while we're here, we can take a look at the building rewards we got for defeating Victor, the mutant strain. We have triangular foundation and triangular floor, L-shaped stairs, so I'll no longer have to do the current stair setup I have like this, where we have a whole floor there. That'll make things a little nicer. For walls, we now have half columns and half beams. I can see some use of that. This will probably help us against the zombies. I don't know if they can climb half walls. We could try. Oh, right, before the night battle begins, I should actually dismantle the faraway traps and close the door. But yeah, the half wall, I don't know if they can climb it. We'll have to try that out in the streets. I did eventually get enough bricks and cement to make the house stone, not the roof yet. I don't have enough bricks for that. The cement hasn't been too much of a problem, so I have enough limestone. It's the large stones that is necessary to make the bricks. We take a look at the house itself. While we run back, you can see that it's mostly stone. Okay, let's head back here so we can continue to take a look at our rewards for defeating the mutant strain. Triangular wall pieces, so if we wanted to smooth out this wall instead of a window, that would look more decent, I suppose. But if the zombies can climb over it, then it's not really worth it. That being said, they shouldn't ever get over here, and they shouldn't even think about trying to climb this to get to me, but who knows. Maybe there'll be zombies that can climb, jump up one story or something. We have a roof wall, so we can have a roof that isn't just a flat top, which is what we had. And it helped when I wanted to place the fishing pond, but the fishing pond was too noisy. Security door wall. I don't know if this is more durable. I don't think it is, because everything aside from the gear and the copper wire are the same cost. So, for example, 2 planks and 1 lumber, 5 nails, 1 iron plate. Same thing. And then you have the single rope as well. I didn't count the rope because you wouldn't consider that as something that's adding durability, typically. For fences, this one's really odd. We start with spiked watchtower, and I think the game is right to give you a spiked watchtower, but for the exact same cost, you can build a watchtower without spikes. Maybe it's more durable. I don't know. I haven't tried destroying it. So I may test these things out and then add them in the captions if I can remember to do so. Roof corner, roof ridge, roof itself, gate. This is probably useful if you wanted to use these protective walls, which I think are easier to build, and they cover more space than flat out walls. So the gate would go along with that. Those are not the biggest rewards though. Now we're kind of getting into new territory with the building production stuff. Mechanical workbench, and now I can construct things that can repair guns. I don't know what else it has in it. Let's see, electronics workbench. We might be at it looks like we have enough time to go over those things. Let's go ahead and slap these down then. Mechanic workbench. I will lose 1 nail in the long run, but it should be okay. We'll just pop it over here for the time being. Get it nicely flush against the wall. There we go. We can build wrench, which we're going to need engineer. So we're going to need to find a book for that. Wire connector, dynamite, handmade shotgun, handmade sniper rifle. These require blacksmith, senior blacksmith. And so these all require senior blacksmith for that and engineer for these two. It takes a click and you can get that to go away. That's why there's a little bit of delay because I have to click again. So this I can build with some charcoal. That's easy to make. Handmade submachine gun. By the time you defeat Victor Strain, you're going to have probably found plenty of handmade submachine guns, I would assume. We can now make electric wire with all of the copper we've been fighting. You can craft tier 4 gear. Iron armor is not able to be reforged. When something is reforged, it has more protection. It has a better movement speed enhancement or disability. Meaning that when the original leather shoes, that might have been, we'll say, minus 3%. At plus 3, it's 2.5% at a minus. Now, that 3% is not a real number. It's just giving you an example. So I went ahead and upgraded these from plus 1 to plus 3 just because it would literally make me go faster. But we have the iron level items, which is weird because I think tier 5 or 6 is copper armor. I mean, yeah, it could. I guess the copper armor could be tougher. It's just typically games go from copper to iron, and I say that maybe the copper could be tougher. It depends on like how much copper is being used in it, and it looks pretty. I don't know how to describe it. It looks pretty reinforced. For example, you can see that she's got iron armor on, and some of it looks like iron. The rest of it just looks like leather. The copper helmet looks like a predator helmet. Oh, it's over here, the third teammate box. Oh, no, maybe it's not. I thought I had a... Where is it? Did I put it in the reassembly scrap box? Yeah, it's right here. Like, that's some serious metal right there. Whereas the iron helmet looks more like a motorcycle helmet. So I can kind of see a lot of copper might be better than some iron. So you can build new kinds of ammo. I was able to reforge or reassemble some grenade launchers, but since I didn't have any grenades, I didn't see the point. So I went ahead and loaded every time I got that. That's why I got the good gear, is I would load every time I reassembled. I'm reading like manga online while I wait for the loading screen. These are for turrets that I can build. Gas mask and MRL ammo. Oh, now I can reforge iron stuff. Alright, that's why I couldn't before. I didn't have the proper reforge table. So we can see that it goes to 7.6% if it's upgraded, and it is currently 8%. So that's a 0.4% per upgrade if it's linear. We still have some time. The other thing we got was the electronics workbench. Get that over here as well. Maybe I should put the electronics one right there so it's up against the crusher. Let's do that. So I'm gonna dismantle you and lose a nail. Because I only get 90% back when it's 10 nails. I'll put the electronics workbench up against the wall first. Trying to figure out a nice flush. I don't want to pass the wall in case I do get attacked. Like some sort of gun. For example, there are gun mutant zombies. It's the two-headed ones. So if they shoot, I don't want my stuff to get damaged. But I could always dismantle the crusher too. Place another mechanical. Let's see here. What does that look like when it's fully upgraded? Alright, it goes straight down from that. Anyways, if in case they start shooting, I don't want them to damage my benches. So I don't want the benches to clip through the wall at all. Right, inside the electronics workbench, I can also upgrade these. I need a wrench. And before I can get that wrench, I still need engineering, which requires a book, right? That's why I don't have it. We need polymer chemistry. Then we can get the wrench. Alright. But we could build a maintenance kit to repair machines. That's probably for like tier 2 traps or something. Maybe. I don't know yet. Okay. We've found plenty of these for the time being, since we have looted the entire town. There's a bunch of other stuff, which I would assume are for making vehicles. We can build a one-seat motorcycle. Alright. I'm not able to really do anything with the electronics workbench so far. For traps, we have unlocked quarrying machine can produce stone. I need a battery for that. Or mining machine can produce ore. I don't think I have... Oh, is that like iron ore? Yeah, that might be iron ore and copper ore. Motor and battery. And we don't have engineer or engineer. Okay, so we're short on that. But we can always run off to the store and buy some of those, I think. I don't remember quite what the auto parts store have. But I've cleared ways to them in the immediate area. Of course, that's with zombie spawns off. Security storage box. Don't know if this holds more than a regular storage box. While this storage box looks unimpressive, it does upgrade to look like these. We can build a single sign that doesn't require a wall to be affixed to because it is its own board. Lamps, we can have electric lamps. For beds, it says can store materials. I'll have to check to see if that's... Actually, we can do that right now. It only stores 8 things. There doesn't appear to be an upgrade for it. That's not very much, because these chests hold way more than that. Well, maybe it could... Hold on, let's see if it stores, like, a bigger quantity. So if I take these 2 stacks of iron ore... No, it's the same. 99 is the max. So yeah, I don't know why you're going to bother with this. You can't upgrade it, at least not with the hammer equipped. Now, you may say, like, you should have the wrench equipped, but if I have the hammer equipped right now, I can still look at one of the tables and try to upgrade it. It will say need a wrench. It doesn't say anything like that for the chest I just destroyed, the container. Same thing for this small console. We have 2 new kinds of plants. I should probably build these just to make sure I don't have any quests that are waiting for that. Zombie stands, animal stands, so I'll probably build one of each of these later on. Then we have a bunch of electrical parts, which I don't have. Remember, I don't have the ability to build motors yet. But there's bicycle generator. I guess we can power that up. I assume I can't tell her to power it up. We can have a wind and solar energy, a battery to store that energy. The eliminator circuit can distribute power. All right. Wall extension sockets and floor extension sockets. Then we have switches. And if you've played 7 Days to Die and worked with electricity there, this should probably make you feel at home. For our turrets, we can now build a minigun turret and a mortar. While we don't have the motor for them, I can build the ammo for them. Under traps, we now can produce a leg hold trap that is powered instead, and I assume this means that it can be reused. I think Inco traps just break when they're used up. Because I've walked into it when I was building 10 of everything. I built 10 of this, 10 of this, 10 of this, and 10 mines. And I think I've walked into my own Inco traps a couple times. We can build these. It says number of passengers 1. So it says a 1-seater off-road and then number of passengers. Assuming that the driver does not count as a passenger, then we can carry me and my teammate. She can like sit in the back or whatever you call it. I know that generally a human being would see passenger and not assume driver, but for game code, when they're like displaying stats, it's not unreasonable for them to just list it all in one category, because coding language is its own language. But I am looking at this and assuming that the driver is one and the passenger is another. But that does specifically say a 1-seater, so who knows. I don't, of course, have any of the parts for this, like frame or tires, but we do have access to auto parts stores in the area. Those are all the new stuff, and it's right about time for the Horde night to begin. Well, it's every night is Horde night. Okay, real quick, let's go make some Molotovs, as well as... There was something I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, Victor armor. The Victor armor I currently have, before we embark on the next campaign out there, we have the hat, the uniform, gloves, and shoes. I'm missing the medal. There might be others. I tried looking up online if there is a full list of Victor armor anywhere. There is not currently. There's a couple of wiki sites out there as well as an ultimate guide. They don't have information on that yet. Maybe there eventually, but at the time of this recording, they do not exist as a list. So we have enough bricks. Maybe I'll start trying to seal up that roof so that even if they were to stack incredibly high, they couldn't get over it. Well, they are stacking. I don't think they do it on purpose. It'd be nice if they did. That'd be a good mechanic. Not because I'm a fan of World War Z or They Are Millions or any of that kind of stuff. I've never actually seen the movie. But I am familiar with the image that the zombies are climbing up on top of each other to get to a destination. But it makes sense realistically. Now, I don't think that they should be like pole vaulters or anything. But I do think that they would have enough bestial instinct, as it were, to just climb on top of each other. Not in any supporting way, like, you know, like, hey, help me up. But more like, I'm pushing you down because I really, really want to get to that flesh, that meat up there. What I'm also going to try to do, though it will definitely take some finagling on my part, is the moment I hit level 50 and get the next teammate. Which means that since teammates are drawn at midnight, I will have to do the Horde night every time I want to try to draw for a new teammate. I'm apparently able to still inflict my coil damage on these guys with thrown weapons, which is cool. Because I'm giving them electrical damage. I don't think I've seen them freeze, which, you know, it is Molotov. But I have wondered, can I inflict burning damage at the same time as freezing them? Some games, very few games, mostly older ones, do allow that kind of shenanigan to happen. Oh, I mean, there's a great number of zombie diversity. Otherwise, I probably would have completed the housewife, house husband, and fat citizen objectives by now. Haven't heard the traps go off in a while. That might be it for tonight. Also, I have tried locking myself into the survivor shelter at night. You can do that. And while you can't manually open a door from the inside, there is a trigger in the game that as you walk towards the door from the inside, it will open up for you. So you don't have to be locked inside. But you can still fully work with the survivors inside the shelter if you're in after 8 and before 6. The survivor does indeed change at midnight. It'll just pop in a new survivor in existence, even if you're staring right at them, which is what I wanted to test. Before we wander off too far, and I wanted to actually check out the roof there and deal with the screaming zombie. But I have always kind of planned tentatively that we would. I've always kind of planned tentatively that we would re-enable zombie spawns, but also turn on natural and synthetic spawns back on at the same time, just to make it worthwhile. But I do benefit from having zombie spawns, and I was thinking also about ramping up zombie spawn to the max. It's probably in the lower, we'll say 5th or so right now. Let's see how far we need to do. We'll say about this far. It's probably in the lower 5th by default. And I was thinking, like, if I ramped it up to the max, maybe it might be a lot more interesting. Oh, 3 is not enough to get to the top. Let me chop down a couple trees real quick. What do we need for this? We just need regular logs and vines. Okay, we can do this. There's probably nothing up there.
Show me the equipment too. Collecting is such a hassle.
I thought 3 would be enough to get to the top of most buildings, but not the one I'm looking at. 3 swings now instead of 7.
The atmosphere is off.
Okay, there's probably nothing up here, but I've wanted to kill this guy for a while. Because I keep seeing him as I'm wandering around. Yeah, there's nothing up here. At least the building's secure now. And I feel better about re-enabling zombie spawns. Now we're heading to the next quest objective.